If anybody not in MBAOL IGNOU students, so please leave the platforms, or those who are really the students of MBAOL IGNOU, stay in this platform. So I'm just requesting, if it is identified any outsiders, then it will be removed within a short while. So please leave. I'm requesting you, those who are not in IGNOU students. So please. So anyway, so now I have to discuss about your uh, last block in the MMPC-001. Okay. So in the last block, even though it is the last block, but it's an important blocks. So in this case, I think there are the 4 or 5 units are there. There are organizational structures design, where we have to discuss uh, different type of structures of organizations, maybe vertical, horizontal, different hierarchy levels, and it is depending on the size of the company, you have to decide what type of structure is required. Then coming to organizational communication process, because the organizational communication is one of the important part. So that we have to discuss. Then your managing change, another aspect. Why the managing change is important for the business point of view. Then and your ethics is also important, and CSR as well. So now I think before going to materials, so I can give you my some of the overview. What are things? So I think just I'll read out some of the things, and I'll to give it some idea in a short forms, so that we can have a more time for discussions. I'm just saying something. Then based on these conversations, I have to ask some of the questions accordingly. Uh, First, we should know why the organizational structures, or we can say the framework in a company, why it is required, or when it will be required. First, see, it is basically in any situations when you, as a new company, then also you have to require some of the structures, because based on your product range or nature of the company, you have to lay out some of the things. Maybe one CEO, and after that, managing director one, or directors, 2 or 3 directors. Or if it is a small company, maybe 3 directors. If it is a big company, maybe there are 4 or 5 directors. Then after that, some your MDs, managing directors. Then others, or somewhere some of the companies calling as the CEO now things. And yet that is the way it is structure is going on. And finally, chief manager, field engineer, marketing divisions, finance divisions. So this is the way organizational structures are there. In the materials, you can see there are so many structures layout as given. So a purpose is the employees. When you are recruiting the employees, they have to put in particular based on their experience and the qualifications, and particular that sections. You can say the sections, you can see the department, or you can see the divisions. So this is what the way you can call it. And the government sector and some other way they call the divisions or branch offices like this. Uh, so many different way you can explain it. And when you are making a structures, so that should be some coordination. It should be some coordinated way. Means the structures should be integrated. Suppose you are marketing divisions or marketing branch, then uh, there be maybe there are in the corporate center there may be 4 or 5 persons are there, and the field engineers maybe there are 30, 40. So span of employees, more employees, the frontliner they will be in the field. So those are directly interact with the sites or maybe the customers or maybe the people's public dealings. This is the way you have to plan. So as new organizations, there is not much problem because uh, based on your manpower, what are the manpower there. And during the structure, another thing is optimum utilization of your manpower is also one of the points because you have some existing manpower or you have to hire some of the manpower and distribute it that way. Suppose your organization is already established and your 5 to 10 years is already there. Now the management has decided to launch in new divisions or new product to be manufactured and to be then that case also you have to reorganize or restructure your organization. Maybe some of the structural changes are required. Some of the area manpower has to be reshuffled or transferred from the new divisions, new sections or new projects. So initially, I have to see the existing staffs, those who are surplus or minimum loaded, they can be put it in news divisions. Apart from that, through this interview or through this advertisement, you have to recruit purposes. So this is the another requirement for the structure like this. So then another reasons for the structure is required for um, exigency, some of the contingency plan or maybe due to some uh, environments or economic conditions, global conditions, those who are unseen, unpredicted or unprecedented conditions. So that conditions are forced to restructure or demanding to change your structure of the organization structures. Maybe you have to cut down some of this. As we say, seen during the COVID-19, a lot of company restructuring has, they have a lot of employees are work to home, work from home, and then maybe twice in a week they have to come job cut, all these things, retrenchment, distressment, job management, everything has happened. So that is one of the reason and situations when you have to look after your structural purpose. So designing the organizational structure, how to design it? Then first thing the work specializations. Based on the work specializations, you have to allow the things. Then your departmentalizations, as I say, the finance, marketing, operations, productions. So you have to divide purposes based on the work. Then your chain of command. Chain of command means suppose marketing divisions. Suppose for example, so field engineers report to engineers. Then from engineer to this area, the zone managers, northern zone, southern zone, like this. Then this is the way, and finally it will go up to the reaching to the managing director or something. So that is the commanding chain. Different chains are there. Means you can say the line of chains, commanding, the comments or advice, directions, or what the way it will flow, the flow of instructions. So that is a basically chain of your comments. Another thing is a span of controls. Span of controls basically, as in our earlier session also, yesterday also I have explained. Span of control basically your how many people are working with you. Because in the hierarchy structures, a managing director is only one. Then after that, maybe there are two senior manager or branch managers like this. Then after that, one manager for the things. Then maybe there are two deputy manager, or maybe after that the field engineers there are four to five field engineers. So then at case the span are expanding. When you are going to the below, the number of staffs are more. When you are going to the top, your number of staff. That is just like a pyramid shape. Shape will be pyramid. In all the divisions, all the branches are in the pyramid shapes. So that is the span of the uh, things. Now we have to control the things. So again, at the time of structuring or designing, you have to careful about how many persons you are giving in particular field engineers. Suppose there are five field engineers reporting to one manager, and other divisions, there are maybe seven field engineers reporting to one manager. So here there you have to see the workload. Particular maybe the northern zones are big. There are so many provinces are there. So maybe they are required more field engineers because they have to cover up all this. That's why this is span will be more. So control will be more. So span control are basically related to your how much number of your employees are under you. So this is the another aspect you have to see. So span of control is important because it's largely your determine the number of levels of the managers and the organizations like this. Then another thing, uh, during the structuring or your structuring design, you have to careful about the centralizations or decentralizations. So it is depending on the authority or nature of jobs. Because maybe, for example, the corporate office are in the Delhi, or maybe the branch office in the other states, maybe in the some Lucknow or Ghaziabad or somewhere. So then the reporting and the full control uh, are supposed for the centrals, I mean the Delhi itself. So sometimes the process of work, approval and other day-to-day works, it may be delayed if the authority is controlled by the central. Uh, Branch offices or site offices are less power. I mean, they are not allowed to approve the some of the things, tendering on whatever it is. So now we have to see the what type of nature of jobs. So based on this, it may require you have to decentralize. Decentralized means the power and authority uh, you are distributed to the zonal offices or branch offices, whatever, so that they can also same power. They can recruit or they can evaluate the things. They can tendering the things. Certain amount they can allow the things. However, if any decisions are critical decisions or something, or beyond the control or something, then they can have a discuss with the central, I mean the central office by the virtue of discussions, they can sort out the things. So this type of structuring process and authority also are distributed in that way. Why it is required? Because sometimes the flow of work can be smooth, power delegations are required. If you are not delegated the powers, always you have hold the powers, then it may delay 2 months, 3 months. As we have seen in the government sector, mostly the file has delayed. Why? Because of these things. The delegation of power are controlled by the centrals. So that part depending on the things. So central and decentralization basically it refers to a degree of which the decision making is centralized. So single point of organizations are sometimes the things. The centralized organizations, the top managers make all the decisions. In the centralized organizations, what happens? The top management, director and CEO levels, they are taking all the decisions, and the lower levels merely carry out the directives. And the lower levels, they are mostly they carry out the directives. What are the instructions has given? They have simply to follow these things only. They don't have any much power. So decentralization things are different. They are taking the decisions uh, push down, basically the push down to the managers closest to the actions. So if they feel these actions has to be taken right now, so that site office or journal office can be taken with the intimation to the centrals. Just they can give you some intimations, and that is technically saying the post approvals means I have taken the decisions and I have executed the things uh, as per my power and delegation powers. However, this is the thing. Then that report they are sending to the uh, central office for the as a post approvals. So anyhow, that is sufficient. I think you know. Then another thing is your now we have to see what are the influences, what are the factors or the influences are in the organization structures. Because you see, always if you start any project or any things, any works, there some barrier will be there, resistance will be there. You will limitations are also there. So now here actually I want to say, what are the things are influencing or the influencing other way you can see the reasons. So uh, that case it may be because of the size, because organizational size sometimes influences. No, that is not for this intelligence is not required because the small size control can be handled by the within the things. We don't have a much spread it with the overall India or abroad. So it is within the control. So let it be. So size is one of the factor. Then organizational life cycle. Life cycle is also this project are by my company and 10 years, 10 years of this thing. But this product can be 10. After that, that product will be likely to be obsoleted, and we have to go for move for new product. So that also is the life cycles. Organizational life cycle is also there, and the same time product life cycle is also there. Any product have some expiry. Here, when you are purchasing things, we have seen there is an expiry date is given at the product. Similarly, in organizations also, some life cycle is also there. But these organizations are based on because you have a building, that the employees are there. You know, the after maybe 30, 40 years, then lot of employees will be retired. So, so that means you have to renovate. You have to take some fresh employees. So this is the basically the cycles. I think organizational cycles, I can say, and the product range also. You have maybe you have to before one product obsolete. Suppose particularly this product you are projected for the 3 years. So at least when you are reaching in 2.5 years, so you have to rethink. So you have to ready for the launch for the new product. If you wait for the 3 years, okay, let it be 3 years. Then after that, I can start for new project. Then it's wrong. So before decline the any things, our company's conditions, you have to think before at least one lapping. This is the lapping period. 6 months before you have to launch another product, as you see in the iPhone or something, any product, they are every year they are launching the new product because the new features, new things, they know. The I 14 or 15 and certain period of time, then sale will be almost closed. Nobody will purchase. So they are calculating that way, and that cycle will be like this. So then again, to revive the organizations, to stay in the market, to stay in the competitive market, they have to have a launch a new product before the earlier product expiry date, before the expiry of this. To understand now, I mean, why I mean to say straight away, shall I English is okay or my I don't know. It is understandable English. What the way I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
We are
Yeah.
understanding no?
Yeah, most
Because
of it,
all
sir.
are okay, no problem. So if you feel if I can most of the people are Indian only, no outsider. All are here. If you feel I can also speak little bit Hindi also if you feel okay. Sir, हिंदी में भी थोड़ा सा explain कर दीजिए एक sentence में. Then I can put some word of Hindi also. So it is maybe because understanding is very important in the management
Yeah.
classes.
No issue, sir. You can opt your language.
Okay, because the radio
Might
South.
might be some South Indian might face some issues with Hindi. Otherwise, I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Being South Indian.
Yeah, correct, correct. Because they are mostly Neelam Joshi
Yeah.
is
Any
doctor.
South Indian in the class who doesn't understand Hindi.
I do, I correct, correct. You are absolutely correct. So Vijay Lakshmi, I think today I have not seen where the Vijay
Sir, I can
Lakshmi.
understand Hindi,
They have
no
not
problem.
come.
I am
Okay,
from
okay,
Tamil
okay.
Nadu, but I can
No,
understand Hindi.
ah, no, good, good, very good. So no problem. Actually, I am also comfortable speaking in English also because Hindi sometimes I am also stuck up. Some I don't know which word is suitable for things. Anyhow, then another thing is important is strategy. Strategy is important because any organizations, first of all, you have to take some strategy. What you have to do it is some part of your objectives because strategy formulations are by the CEO only. I mean CEO and top level directors. They have to think. They have to give a projections. Yeah, after 2 years, my company will be like this. Vision, mission, everything are combining these things. When you are finalizing your strategy, then you have to formulate or you have to develop some of the objectives. Since objectives in other after secondary parties, then that objectives has to be executed by the uh, other HR department, finance, or like this. So any organizations first they have to project, they have to forecast the strategy where they have to basically go, where they have to reach the particular distance. So goal has to be fixed. Like after that, like this is the way. So this is also affect in the structural design. Now we are talking about the structure of the companies. So all these things are influenced. And again, what the points I'm saying, your organization size, your life cycles, and your strategy, all these things, the factors are influenced the go for this particular design of the structures. Then environment is all another things because where you are your factory located, your layout, it is in the coal forest area or in the area, and nearby river is there or not, or maybe the train connectivity is there or not, maybe your cargo will go and out, airport systems are nearby, so all these environment issues also things, my product will immediately uh, dispatch that warehouse, where will be the warehouse I can put. So transportation, logistic, all these considerations are part of your environment also, because then internal environment is also there. But after that, before putting the structures, you have to see the things. Or maybe your international company. Suppose you have to your product will be delivered, dispatched. You have to report it to all these things to your foreign countries also. Your product will go. So definitely your locations will be, especially in the production cells, nearby the airport, nearby the train connectivities. So you have to decide where it should be. So that is also influencing the total structuring system of the organizations. Uh, Another part is in the environment. That is your, which I not say, that is the economic, socialization, social culture, legal, political, technological, and natural environmental conditions. Because if it is a very hot, for example, you are in some electronics component manufacturers company, organizations, where so you have to choose in such a way where your component may not be melt or that high degree temperatures can be maintained. Anyhow, it's the AC environment, but uh, then you have to see in such a climate area where your component or your product may not be damaged, may not be distorted or something. So this is also another point. So things, conditions. So environment, all these things. Natural environment is also there. Like. Then another main things are influencing your structure. This technology, because technology is very vital things, because maybe you have to computerized, you have to all the things. So space, accordingly your space is required, maybe internet connections and high connectivity, and maybe your layout, everything, space of the things. So technology are things. Okay, advancement of the technology are very important. Suppose you are a particular one company, 5 years already gone, now your management has decided have a strategy. No, it is obsolete. All the computers has to be changed. My companies are all are old one. So Windows 11 is required. Windows 7 are obsolete now. So all the computer has to be changed, or maybe they're innovating something. So this all these planned are based on your technical advantages purposes. So this is also affect the reason behind it, why you go for the restructuring all these things. So there are some of the points I'm highlighted. For the question is come, suppose for example, write a short note of the exactly the question I'm saying. Write a short note of the factors influencing your choice of organization structures. So some of the point I've seen. Who can tell what are the points? I think 4 or 5 points I've explained right now. Just simply say the points. Which are the things are? Just for I'm just touching, I think give you one first one. Organizational size. This is one of the influencing point. Another four. Who can say Vijaya Lakshmi? Can you tell me what are the influence factor of others?
As you mentioned, yeah, Virendra Reddy.
I have to repeat the questions. I have to repeat the question. Huh? Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, my question is uh, what are the factors? What are the factors influencing the choice of organizational structure? Exactly the questions are somewhere in the June 2016, it has come in the IGNOU papers. So write down the short notes of the factors influencing the choice of organizational structures. As I said right now, what are the points are there? Because of that, you have to go for this structuring. For example,
May,
size.
may I, sir?
Ready? Okay, ready, you tell me.
Yeah. So one is size. The
Okay,
factors influencing the choice of structure is size, environment, technology,
okay.
logistics,
Mhm.
uh,
Then organizational life cycle,
organization life cycle. Yes, sir.
then the strategy environment or
Uh,
economic conditions, all
economic
of this.
conditions. Yes, sir.
So, okay, I think it is fine, no problem. So, I'm just allowing you to discuss the points like this. So, this is the way I have to be structuring the things. Then go for this is for your functional structurings. The first functional organization, suppose so their structure will be like the CEO, then undercode. That's one of the box, then the CEO. Then after that, you can write some vice president finance, vice president marketing, vice president technical. This is the way. Then under the vice president principal, maybe they're under the all these things. There are three wings or three divisions. This is way going on. This is all a functional organization basically. The structure will be like this. State rate will be going to the vertical types. Now, product organizations and another shape of structure will be there. Like that, it is suppose, for example, your geographical organizations, because your organizations are not exactly located in one places, maybe in the different zone, different pockets, it will be there. Geographically are located. So their structure will be different. And then your maybe matrix or structures. Some of the structures will be matrix. It is a mix. It is some sort of vertical and your some of the horizontal, some mixing type organization. Not exactly the same patterns. Some hybrid type things. So this is the way. Like now, as I said, span of control. I think who can explain the span of control? What is the meaning of span of control? Span of control. Any idea? Okay, I think I just repeat once again. Span of control is basically your the as a where you are in a managerial positions within the structures. Now you see how many subordinates with you. Suppose you are a manager in particular company, and so okay, you are a manager. Now you see there are seven. subordinates with you as a team. Now you have to work. And this is your responsibility. And that during the entire induction program or orientations, when you are joining the particular company as a manager, definitely okay, this is your cabin, this is your subordinates. You have to each other to handshake by each others and have it just together things. So this is that time you just came to know, okay, I'm a manager in particular company, I my span of control by subordinates there are seven subordinates with me, and that is my control by seven subordinates within my control, and I have to perform, I have to show my perform to the management, I have to produce, I update my productivity, whatever the things within this seven subordinates productions and plus my performance jointly we have to produce things like this way. So it is targeted, some project has given, and during the project given, then definitely the management will say you, top management, you are the project manager, now you see the seven subordinates with you. So this is the call, the span of control, how many subordinates with you, that is. Am I clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Okay. So if the question is coming, short note of a span control. So you have to write this much on it. That's all. 5 marks. Or you can
Sir, if my subordinate has a subordinate under them, so do have span of control for those also?
yeah, that's why I'm telling you. Suppose we have a 3 subordinates or
Okay.
maybe 4 subordinates. All the subordinates are reporting you only. That
Yeah.
means you are controlling them. So that is span. How much the range? Span of control means simply span of control is equal to 3 subordinates,
Okay. If
3
they
persons.
that subordinate has another three subordinate under them,
Maybe, but your at the hierarchy levels, your span of controls are
is
there
only
are
four.
only 4. Then after that, after the suppose you are a manager, you are three deputy manager you have. Then further that deputy manager again there are 2 employees are there. Overall, maybe there are maybe 10 to 15 employees there, but your span of control directly you are controlling the 3 persons. State 1 to 3, 1 to 3 persons are directly controlling that this your span is like this. Now, ultimately, the pan will be pyramid shape, so automatically it is expanded. And in the bottom, you see there are maybe 20 or 25 people or things. Indirectly or directly, they are also under you, but your span is only 3%. They are loaded and they are reporting to you directly. You are not taking the information from the subordinate to subordinate. No, it may be required sometimes. That is different issue. But day-to-day basis, work basis, you are taking the feedback or the outputs from your 3 control officers. Where clear, no?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Now things to be clear about the line and the staff uh, functions. You see, there are 2 things: the manager performing line functions and having the line authority are those people in the organizations who are directly responsible for the achieving the organization's goal. So they are line managers, means they are directly dealing with, maybe they have a team, within the team they are doing this, performing these things. Suppose, for example, some execution of field work, some survey is going on. During the survey, when the road or you are taking something, as a manager, you as a lead, and you have some subordinates, 3, 4 subordinates, those who are mapping and all these things, taking the camera, where the survey, where the labeling and all these things you are doing these things. So these all are line managers. They are ultimately coming to the corporate and giving the reports. So to are directly responsible, they are also directly responsible to achieving the organization's goal. So, and the staff functions. Staffs are within the corporate or within the office complex. They are functioning the official purposes for day-to-day purpose, making some reports or some what other reports or inputs are coming. They have to make it a formatting in different tables different card, chart, all these things, and file maintaining, drafting, preparing, sending the letters, and all this. These are all are staff functioning purposes. So there are basically always there are by virtue of this, there are two divisions, two type of people are in the organizations. Some people are directly involved with the people, some people are in the customers or the field work. They are directly involved. They are basically, we can see the line frontliners, or we can say the operational managers, like this. And some of the people are things. So that's why the white color, blue color, all these things are coming up in the corporate. So that will be in the second or third semester. HRM, when we are talking about the human resource management, there we can discuss about the in details. Here actually, because it's a fundamental subject, so you have to up to this portion only you should know what is the line and what is the staff functions. Okay. So now I'm just giving you small. It's not sufficient at the time of exam. You have to elaborate little more. So I'm just giving you the clues of where what type of questions may come. So now another questions come. What is the significance? What is the significance of the organizational structures and the organizational chart as such? So significance of the organizational structures basically have to write the capable of the serving the many functions, because organizational structure as such, they can also serve the other functions also. Size financial functions, HRM functions, marketing. So all the are as a part of your organizational functions. So organizational was, I can say it is a macro levels, or finance, HR, small divisions. These are a micro levels, macro and micro. So this is the way the your significance of the structural systems. Another thing, that structures, systems, organizational structures, it facilitates to the management actions. Suppose CEO and directors, they are sitting in the top. They have some visions, missions, or strategy, objectives as we formulated. Now, what about their actions? They are thinking in their mind. So now it has to be downloaded, flow to the downside it through this structure. So otherwise, if suppose for example there is no structure, you don't know, you are a top of the directors or CEO, where you will put it, your instructions, where you don't know how to write it, who will perform the things. So some structural system should be there so that it can follow one by one to be followed. And when this completing, again that will be that report systems or feedback should come to the up to the top. Yes, it is executed. Fine. So after that, for the new projects. So that's why the the flow of instructions, flow of objectives, or the actions are for that is required some structures. So that is one of the significant. Suppose question has come this way, what are the significance? Means or otherwise normally why it is required? It is required for that. So we have to analyze the things. Suppose for example, there is no structures, no divisions. All are employee only. They are putting in particular one box. They don't know what to do, who will report to whom. They don't know what type of instruction, who will perform the things. There's no clear-cut policy, guideline, there's no structure itself. What will happen? No action can be performed. So this is one of the significance of the things. That means it facilitates. Another significance is it is encouraging the efficiency, because it is encouraged, because you are educated, you are willing to do something, and you are a good performer also, hard workers. But you don't know, there is no structures. So your whole hard work will be mess, and nobody will recognize you also. You don't know whom to report. My hard work or my work, my performance, who will see? You don't know. So that's why if it is there, then you at least know what I am doing. It will through my boss, definitely it will report to the CEO. And one fine day CEO will be happy and he may get promotions or maybe rewarded something. So some efficiency uh, you have to encourage that way also. If it is not there are no structures, then you will be demotivated. You will not encourage the things. So this is another significant point. So you have to explore all these things. So when you are describing the significance, means Q, why it is required. Significance is basically why it is required. That is the in terms of significance, meaning. Then one by one you have to explore, you have to write in a defined way. Here actually I am just discussing based on some other books has written. They are different authors are written in different way. So you can also explore some of the another point also. If it is a valid or really reality somewhere, it will be granted, no problem. Another significance is communication, because without communications, whatever the actions, whatever the objectives cannot be executed. So communication is very much required. It should be bidirectional also, not in simply one direction, bidirectional. All the communication, instruction, notice, advice, everything are coming from the top, and again as a feedback, again it will go to from the that channel through these structures channels through the CEO. So the communication is very important. The organizational structure provides the pathway for communications among organizational members, as well as between the organizations and the environment. So structures serve the purpose of communications. Structures are giving you purpose. Structure in the sense maybe some telephone connection is there, maybe the intercom is there through the you have a receiver phone set is there, then it is connected to your boss through this wire. Then your boss is also connected to your. So this is some media, some channels are there based on the structural systems. It's parallel. Just for example, in the house, in the home also, we have a room, and some electric connections is also there. So every room are connected by the some of the wiring systems are like this. That means it is communicated. Electricity are passing through this, and all the bulbs are glowing when you are switch on or switch off like this. So it is all are connected, and some electrical structures are there, and all these things. So your all the rooms are illuminated in this way, like this. Simply, when you are in the organizations, you are in a structural that formations. There are some connectivities also there. Communication systems are also there, so that your whatever your viewpoint or everything are communicated through this your as a voicemail or as a what are the means like this. So the communication is one of the mode of your significant. And another so many points are there. Job satisfaction is also there. There's so many significant points are also there. So I think at least 3 or 4 you can write it. If the several questions are there, that is sufficient. Now the choice of the organizational structures. Uh, when you are choosing the structures, you have to keep in mind some of the things. While designing, basically the designing, while you are designing the organizational structures, what are the points you have to consider? First things, simplicity. There should not be any complex. You have to report this person, he report will there will be sometimes in the organization there are two bosses. You will be confused where I have to put my papers. He's saying give me a copy. He also other person was no you have to report me. So there should be simplicity, simple. There should not be any confusions. Straight away, one by one, structure should be there. Flexibility should be there. Clear line of authority. Another point is clear line of authority should be there. Authority should be defined, clear. There's a no hidden if and but things. Applications of the ultimate responsibility. The responsibility is also important part. And minimum possible managerial levels. It means, suppose if we require some of the decisions or something, we have done something, guidance, basically the managerial guidance, minimum, it should be minimum guidance you can perform. There need not be wastage of time to discussing or meeting or understanding. That part should be minimal. You have to make in such a way, and so that the minimum guidance managerial levels should be less. Because if you put more managers and less subordinates, then it will be, I think, create problems. So managers should be one or two, or maybe depending on the span of your subordinates. And instruction will be so simple, such a way, so that where the managerial levels are minimum and instruction are clear cut. So that's why the minimum possible managerial levels. That also you have to. Otherwise, what happens? It will be shape is a uh, uh, palmal shape. Means the center is big, top is less, and bottom is also less. No, always the your the typical and best structures are always pyramid shapes. Means bottom span is more, then slowly it will be tapered and up to vertex are is small. So that everywhere some chances are promotions, there should not be any stagnations. Otherwise, in the in between, suppose the middle management levels are more people, more employees, and then it will be and the bottoms they cannot have a chance to promote, or they will feel always my chance is not there because lot of upper level, lot of managers are there. So if I put a hard work, then there's no chance to get these that opportunities. So always some shape should be like this. If it is there, then you have to cut down. You have to some of the manager, you have to after the promotion you can shift to the other project or like this. So your structural shape maintain always in a triangular fashions, so that everybody should equal opportunity to go, to raise the up to the positions. Because by virtue of transfer, by virtue of retirement, by virtue of your other purposes, so always you have to reshuffle, you have to transfer the employees and new entities, new employees also coming within this structure. So always you have to be very careful. Your structure should not be disturbed. Always in that shape. Then that is the way you can save your stagnations. And people will be also happy. They'll be energetic, more work. Because you know, after 2 years or 3 years, my position will be there. Because your boss will be next promotions, you will be passed on to the other upper here. So always just like a musical chair. So one by one chair, round, merry round, and you will get one chair, but 100%. So again, competition is there. Lot of promotion policies are there, performance, everything. Okay, at least this year you are not promoted. Maybe the next year definitely you will get it. So that at least chance that vacancy should be created by the management. You have to be careful about these things. Then you will be all the employee will be happy like this. So this is the making when you are designing the organizational structures, you have to keep in mind this way also. Now then, another thing I can say, if the questions coming, suppose employee to functions, what are the things are encourage the following? Well, suppose as a manager, he must encourage, otherwise they create a problems. Because if the manager is not energetic or he has not encouraged himself, then it is a problem. So for that, in order to enable the employees to function as a cohesive manner, because your target is all the employees should be work as a cohesive manner. So definitely you have to uh, put some of the things, you have to consider some of the things, then everybody will be encouraged. For example, that is skill and attitudes. So everybody's attitude should be clear. Yeah, I have to do this with a cohesive manner means basically with a very brotherhood. I mean basically milky. Uh, there should not be any conflict. That there should not be any argument. So it is the purpose of the department, purpose of the this work is for the organizations. Feeling a home belongingness, you have to do it. So that's why some skill and attitude are important. Another thing is the personal goals and the loyalty to the organizations. Definitely, everybody have some personal goal is theirs, because that's why the people are working and giving hard work to get the promotions, upward, to get the salary, more salary, then he can survive and family can be happy. He can perform his duty also. So personal goals definitely should. It is not wrong also, but all these personal goals has to be aligned with the organization goal also, because you cannot forget about the organization goals. But from there, you are bread and butter. This organization is giving you the bread and butter. What are the salary you are earning because of your organizations? So your organization is thinking what his organization objectives, goals, what are set it, what is assigned to you. It is also your firm's duties, as well as your family duties like this. So that sincerity, that dignity, and that loyalty you have to maintain. Uh, Physical environment, that is also important during the design of the structure of the company or organizations. Physical environment, basically the where the employee are working, they're part of these needs. They're even in the, it should be hygienic, health point of view, fire extinguisher should be there, so that safety point of view. Your toilet and the washroom should be as per the rules, labor law, and they should be neat and clean. So all this environment, physical environment, also to be should be clear. Lightning also, that lightning, if it, where you are working, there is not proper light is not there, then it will create your eye problems or something. That also is required. Then cleanness and comfortable workplace. Your sit should be comfortable. You can move somewhere. It should not be any back pain or something. So all these things features are to be, yeah, sitting facilities also to be. Even not only that, there should be a separate refreshment room should be there, where the coffee or tea or something there should be there. That you can go there and as a refreshment or something, have a 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you can take a rest. There are some sort of sofa and some chairs should be there. Clean, you can take a rest for 5-10 minutes, because as a human, you may fatigue. Sometimes you're doing a 1 hour, 2 hour long time work. Maybe you are take some rest within the seat, within the environment of your subordinates colleagues. You cannot take rest because it took nice. It is not disciplinary. It's not really. Or maybe you will feel some shy to these things. So better you can go there and have a 5 minutes snap or something, and again come back and do the work. Most of the companies and the ventilation companies in the Japan, everywhere there. Even Japan, I don't know if people are one or there are some sleeping. Sleeping time is also there. Half an hour, you can go sleep. There are some rooms, bed, little debate, towel, pillow, everything is there. You can go there and take a rest. Something, half an hour, 1 hour, you can take a rest and again come back. It has been surveyed and it has been found that they are more productive. After that, 4 hours, balance 4 hours after lunch, that after taking a sleep and snaps, they can use they can productive things. Lot of capacity is built up, and more of they're happy because the body and mind are correlated. The correlations. If your body is good, if your body is taking place happy, then your mind is also happy. If your body is not permitting your fatigue or body is some collapsing something, take some rest, yes, demanding, He's giving a back gear. He's getting a back gear. You cannot do it. Even though you are willing to do something, you cannot do it. So things are changing. The trends are changing. Most of the companies are thinking in that way also. How to develop, how to get a human can be more productive. So this is all these things are there. And it is increasing the productivity and a feeling of well-being also. Because just as I feel my house, no problem. So it should have some policies allow to that way. Timing, alarm system should be. It doesn't mean he's allowing for the now you are sleeping for 2 hours, 3 hours. It should not be. Some discipline should be there. Then fitness, because some of the organizations they have a gym also, and before coming the office, half an hour you can go to the gym and exercise it, and maybe the after office also there are some canteens and some of the gym is also there. You can have a body, you can exhaust what are the calories you can burn, and you take some juice or something from the office, then you can go to move to the office, because after coming to the home you may not be possible to go to the gym or at least. So in the office itself there are, so otherwise you have to go for gym, maybe 4,000, 5,000 you have to spend for these things, but company is providing for this way. So this is the way you can fit for this weight loss and all these things that can do. These are all multinational companies are thinking in that way also. All these things, how to, basic idea is employee should be happy, employee should be more productive, they can give you more efficient works, and whatever the company property can ready to pay the more money. If the company is profitable, then they can also spend the money for the employees also. Now after that, I can see the communications such as I'm telling the some personal barrier is there in the communication system. There are so many barriers are there because maybe you are as a human being, some emotions are there. You cannot express the things in a right way. What are the things you are trying to present it, because due to lack of your some barriers are there. You cannot present the things, maybe the emotions, or maybe the writing skill, maybe the vocal problems, or maybe the vocabularies, you not correct word, you are not choosing the things. So a lot of problems are there. So that has to be overcome, and as a manager, you have to see your subordinates should be all are expert for the communication skill to be developed. Then ultimately, if they feel happy to say something closely, otherwise they'll stop and silent, because it has happened when if I'm not allowing to speak something, or maybe he is facing some problem to disclose the thing, or not presenting in nice way, so it is inside only. So that idea, what about the things you are not expressing in that way, the emotions cannot be outcomes. So you will be silent inside, within the inside you will be very depressed, because you have not busted the things. But whatever this, maybe the right or wrong, maybe the angriness, whatever that is. So as a manager, you have to very careful. You have to interact with your subordinates. That's aspect also to see. See, they should speak. They should communicate with you. Whatever they are in mind, that should be out. That it should be out from their mind itself. Maybe there's some good idea can come out sometimes. As a manager, you have to collect. You have to collect all the ideas from your subordinates. Maybe up to analysis, for analysis part, you will see some of the good ideas come, and it had been. And I can share one of the very good example. In California, I think one of the product, the manager, the CEO of the company owners, he is seeing first initial 3 years, the product is very sell, lot of customers, lot of they are giving a very good reward, and market share is very good. But after 3 years, that is decline. The product is customer is automatically reduced. No customers are taking their product, even though everything is their quality, everything is good. They are maintaining the everything, but now they are surprised. They have to that CEO has declared to the within the company to give us some idea how to build up my market satisfactions, why the customers are losing, why the customers are going to the other company's product, why is this happening. Then there are a lot of things has come from the workman side, supervisors. Everybody has given a lot of, and
वही आ रहा है, वही चैप्टर टॉपिक वही है. हाँ.
सब्जेक्ट हो गया.
Okay. So by the time what happened, then something has implemented also. But even though the market are not increasing, I mean the market shares still it remains same. Then the owner's CEO has mentally disturbed. What to do? Then he has totally failure, and he has not given any clue why it is happening. Then he some strategy in his mind. He has just writing a letter to all the customers, those who are already previously and currently, and those are already leave from the organizations, money from the market. They are not taking that all the record is there. He is writing himself. You just please tell me how to my product should be more attractive and which are the areas to be changed. Please tell me or you give a suggestions. He has writing all the letters along with maybe thousands of letters. He has distributed to all the customers also because he has already failed from the inside. Internally also there's no nothing. Then some responses come. When you start seeing further things, one customer is saying, yes, sir, you change your covers, packets, that plastic, whatever the packaging systems. But as it is now, last 3 years, we have seen the same packet, same for logo, same photos. We are just depressed. Now you change the logo and order the packaging. I think it may be more attractive. Otherwise, your product is good, quality is good, it is tested, everything. But because last 3 years, you have not changed anything, this area, then chairman, CEO has clicked in his mind. Okay, let's see, because he has opted for everything, let it be changed. Then he has given instruction to change the packaging systems. It should be more lucrative. Then he has give more idea, and then finally it has different looks are very good. And now again he has distributed to the products. And dramatically after that is very surprisingly, and from the next one onward, that market share is increased, carb will be start increasing, and production will be. Then again they have to revert the things. So it is a story, means a factual story written by the books in the American books, and then company will be surveyed like this. So sometimes it has happened. You have to take an idea, and even within your subordinates, you are not getting any ideas. You can you can take the idea from the customer also. Customers sometimes give you good ideas like this. So, what you say that experience is good, na? That what the way the CEO has done it.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so then so that's why the communications it's also it is a part of the communication. Means you are communicating with the customers also, communicating with the subordinates. Take the ideas like this. So this is the area has to be improved. Physical barriers is also there. Then semantic barriers. There is a lot of barriers there. I'm not going in details of this. So this is the area you have to go through this. And what are the communication process, because as we know, sender, then some encoding, normal to technology, and you have to encoding the things, and then manage person to the particular end points, end users, and there again it is decoding, and finally the response and feedback. So communication system should be as a also circular patterns. You go and it will reach somewhere, then again come back to the centers. So this is one of the So now that planning process already I have discussed, now we can go for controlling also we have discussed, and you can see another part which I write down. This is your 67. I have 67. Okay. Now another aspect is for any organizations, that is your culture and some ethics also. Cultures and your managerial ethics. So values. First of things, we should have a what are the value of it? Because until and unless you are not giving a value, then it can be possible. So value are basically the belief systems, because you have to believe and trust the things. If you trust it, then you value these things, then you will get a success. So value are beliefs in what the best or the good. So for example, value means in the case for air conditions, AC, you know, the Blue Stars, and then your Godrej, and your, these all are reputed. Some values there, it's branded like this way. So, and others, LG, SC, LG air conditioners, so some, it is also valued, but not in that categories. The price, you see the Voltas and the Blue Star, they are price, they are not reducing the, there are market, there is some trust is there. They have some trust with the customers. So they are not reducing their value itself. Always in a high price, and they're maintaining their trust the customers like this way. So when you in your organization point of view, you have to see your product or any individual also, your dignity or your trust levels, belief systems. Is my boss? You have to also give a precise. You have to give it a due respect to your boss or and the subordinate also. So somewhere you have to build up some of the trust. When this environment will build up, so automatically value systems will be also built up. Even in the home, in the family, you see, we are respected of my fathers and your mothers and the sisters. Different role play where things, and there are some values are there. Parents is parents. There's some values there. So you have to build up some of the values of the things. So and there is another dimension, basically one of the dimension of the organizations. So value systems, and from there it will create some good cultures. So create a good cultures. First, you have to know, you have to believe, you have to trust each others, you have to respect each others. So this is the way you have to first building up. That is a foundation basically. For a good culture, you have to have some foundations. When your foundation is good, trustful, belief systems are there, you are helping mind to each others, your attitude is good. So definitely culture is also, it is different cultures. And other company employees are observing, yes, he is from that company, he is Infosys company or Tata Consultancy or something. Very good, because their success system is good, their communication is good, company profile is good, their promotion policy is good, their salary is also good. So automatically, like, belief systems are working in the mind. So this is the way that it should be. You have to work organizations. You have to build up this way. Another the performance. So this how it will come, because based on your performance, value systems. To create value system, good value systems, you have to have a good performance. Competency. You have to competent enough. Then your competitiveness means your mind should be competitive. Okay, I will be better than him. I will be better than that company persons. So that competitive mind should be there. Innovative, innovations. Your mind always should be such something, not stereotype. Only stereotype work. You may be a good productive. You may be good. You can say your efficiency is good, but you are not efficient. I mean, this is the way you will not be that level. Intelligence level cannot be improved. So innovations is always there. You have to new idea to be generated. Then another thing is quality. So quality is one of the prime requirement, because if the quality is deteriorated, it is not as per the standard, international standard, then nobody will buy, and your work cannot be also respected in other way. If you suppose you are preparing something in the draft, or you're writing something, but there is no good qualities, your handwriting is not good, your lot of spelling mistakes, you're not constructive, you're not maintaining the grammar of the English, so that quality are not there. Or even in the you are answering in time, the contents are not truly accepted. The content is also not good. That quality not reflected. So that's why the quality, in all respect, quality means in your work, your dress sense, and your everywhere it should be reflected. Another thing, customer service. That is also one. But customer satisfaction is very much required. You have to judge your customer behavior. You have to identify what the way the customer is really want. Customer desirness, you have to catch those customers things, and accordingly you have to change your work patterns and everything. Because whatever the things you are doing in the organization, in turns it will go to the beneficial for the customers only, or maybe the social systems only. Where you are working, ultimately it will be benefited for the people of the nation, our India. So for that purpose you are working. Any working tangibly or intangibly for the benefit of the nation only. Somewhere it will the growth or progress or economic development, everything for that. Same time you are also earning, you are also paying for that, but you are the karma. What are the you are contributing? That is ultimately served for the nations. Anyway, you are sabjiala or tangawala, jobila. So ultimately, in turns, it is for the help for the people only. Then teamwork. Another thing, teamwork is very important, because if your teamwork is not good, it will be delayed. You are lagging behind. Individual cannot do anything. Maybe some extent you can go, but you really require for the team jointly. When all the energies are accumulated, and it will be a big energy, then definitely you will be success. Care and consideration for the people. Care is uh, it's a simple word is there. Now this is popular. Sharing is caring. It's common word. Sharing is caring. If you share things, caring things, it will be good. So care is very required within the subordinates, within the managers, within the social systems. Everywhere you have that care should be in your mind. It should be habit. It should be a habit. So this is the way I think. Time is there. Okay. Then I think I can go. And then after that, yeah. Now coming to some of the more details about the ethics and values. It is pertaining to your last unit. So again, it's a part of the ethics are basically the part of your values. Ethics basically in terms there are so many meanings are there, and what a way to represent that is the thing. And from the organizational point of view, that we have to discuss. Before the discuss, who can tell the ethics? What is the meaning of ethics? Anybody can say the ethics. It is a common word normally we are using. What is the ethics?
Moral, being honest,
Okay.
trustworthy.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
that
These all are the part of your ethics.
The
Okay.
discipline what we follow
Hmm.
in day-to-day life.
Okay. Anything else? Satish wants to say something? Who can say, who can add something more? Vishwajit, are you here?
Sir, Yeah, sir.
Mm.
I think it is the following the organization norms and behaving as per their
Mm.
the set guidelines. So
Mm.
that is what I would say ethics, working as per the being ethical for him.
Correct. Rightly said. Because everybody has said almost the same.
May I
Uh,
add something?
yeah, tell me, Dikshit.
Sir, to my understanding, sir,
Mm.
ethics is like following the customs and traditions of your organization. Like
Okay.
we can take a simple case like any organization that has a specific code of wearing
Code,
something like
code of
so they
conduct.
are yeah, code of
Mhm.
conduct, and they actually take pride in taking that thing carrying forward. So basically any organization will be well known for that particular thing. And any particular employee that will be joining that institute will be respecting that ethics, and that organization will be known for that particular ethics.
Very good. So I think everybody has said it the correct way. I mean, in a different way, the presentations. But ultimately, aim is like this. So rightly said. So now is I can add on some of the things because for the answering in the question paper, you can add more things. If you have it will reflect in your organizations. Which is a ethics are basically this is a process because you see you have to maintain the your honesty as Vijay Lakshmi said, and your Vishwajit is also saying the code of conduct, and even the Dikshit also saying that you have to maintain the organization's trustfulness, everything. So apart from this, you have to see the customers, shareholder, your stockholders, what they feel when you are saying something. So, for example, because company reputations are depends in your work, your ethic purposes. And suppose this is no corruptions, good governance in the company. There is no corruption, and there is some they are maintaining the dignity, and not only there, other companies also. Even the tendering time, they are not maintaining the ethics also. They're leaking out something. Even lot of scam, everything are just in the market. You see in the India every day in the paper, a lot of things are coming. It will dilute the reputation of the company sometimes. If any particular only one staff and any employee doing something wrong things beyond the acceptable limits or publicly it is not acceptable. Still they are doing all these things. So ethics that the moral is down this way. People are looking in other way. They are not indifferent negativity or some of the image will be changes. So that's why it is a lot of way you can ultimately the gist idea is, and not only that, the share market also goes down. Suppose you see, for example, the questions Tata. As you know, the Tata, I think recently the Tata IPO has launched. Huge after 2 decades, they have launched the IPO of Tata. People are so believed in Tata systems, Tata groups. You know it's a good company. If I invested the money, my own money will not be wasted. That is the trust and ethics of the companies. They have a value. They are giving a so value systems, so good systems to stocks. Any stockholders are believe their systems because there is no dispute, no corruptions, nothing has been so far. It has declared or not happening on this. Even moreover, the respect. Respect is also a part of this. If you are giving respect to the women, you are respect to your boss, you are respect to the even in the public also, where you are in domain, any scenarios. So it will also a part of your our residual systems are your what about the diversity in our country, the cultures, everything are giving a due respect, quality. So all are the this is the way you can expand your writing. If it is a 5 marks or 10 marks, I hope everybody can write and around these things, parts of these things. Everybody has said the correct word. I think Vijay Lakshmi, Vishwajit, Dikshit, everybody has said the correct things. Just I'm just top of the some of the things. You can, it is the way you can write it. Okay, thank you. I think you are rightly said this. Now, last I think CRS, I think as we have discussed a little bit, corporate responsibility systems, responsibility, CRS actually. As per the government rules, if it's 2%, more than 2%, for some of the companies are 2% are restricted and some of the company are 3%. If their profit margins are something, then out of that, you have to expand, you have to explain for these things, expenses. You have to keep your budgetary provisions that this much amount are to be for the your CRS programs. So a lot of programs are there, and you have to spend the money for the social systems. Because
Sir, here I have a question.
yeah, tell me. All right. Good
Sir,
question.
yes, actually,
Hmm.
on a CSR point, I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
Yesterday, you told that it is decided by the government of India, and that the corporates, every company has to be there, and there the CSR
Part of
activities and CSR budget like
exactly,
in their organizations. So, is there
exactly.
any? And now you're saying that some of companies maintaining 2%, some of the companies maintaining 4%, depending on their profit and all.
Uh,
So, is there any parameters,
Guidelines.
any criteria
Right.
that the such percent amount of your profit you have to invest
Yes.
towards the CSR?
Correct. I got it. Your point. It is actually the corporate guidelines are there. You can go to the website, the CRS portals. There are a lot of recently the G20 times. It has revised a lot of things are there. There are so many pages. There are 65 pages are there. CRS. And every clause, the parameters are everything are defined. Everything, how much money. It is time to time revising the things, amended like this. Some of the big companies, those are in the multinational companies, they are coming in the India to manufacturing the things. Recently, you see it is declared by the iPhone that they are also manufacturing here. So their timing, they are depending on the profitability, or the amount are fixing by the government, or sometimes willingly. Some of the companies are declaring, I will pay 3%. It is more than the range, minimum range. If you spend for the 5%, very good. Nobody will object. Tata maybe more than percentage they are expending. Tata actually their philosophy is different. They are saying nowadays, today you see Tata can be more than Ambani, because he has spending so much money for the welfare of the nation, welfare of the things that are cancer hospital. No, anyway, so that's why the most of the money, profit money, more than 5% to 10%, they are spending for the social responsibility purposes. They don't bother what the government rule is, because nowhere it is written the maximum you can give. No, maximum there is no limit, no limit. He has this different philosophy. Tata different philosophy. He is saying, no, I have to spend for my employees, for the social systems. That's why Ambani also touches feet in the Ratan Tata. He has touched his feet and says, sir, you are the top. Even though in the monetary I am the top, but you are the top. Nobody can beat you where you are. Because this is that respect he has achieved. So that's why I'm telling you, suppose I just mentioned 2% or something, but you are willing to pay some more also these things. As far as my concern, where I am retired from the power grid corporations, maybe you are aware or not, that in the AIMS there are seven-story building is there, some Sthapana hall. Sthapana stall means basically the parents, the patients' relatives are coming for the treatment purposes, where they will stay. So that's why, as per the CSR's programs, around 33 crore they have spent for this that building within the premises of the AIMS, Delhi. The land is given by the AIMS only, and there they have some multi-story building is there. Within the building, there are AC rooms there, canteen is there, everything is there. Then very nominal charges, almost charity. The people can stay there and they can treatment their relatives or what are the purposes. So all this is like this. Lot of training programs are conducted by the NTPC and Power Grid there for the CSR programs. Lot of schools, sanitaries are more than 5 lakhs or 7 lakhs. I exactly figure. I have some slideshow. If tomorrow I have a time, then I can show you some CRS diagrams where it is going on, how much, which company they are spending, how much. So very, very interesting, and everybody should know what is going on. A lot of companies are spending the money in this way. So this is this is the part of the company aspect, private, government, whatever it is. Now the people should come also. Those who are very rich, they should also come. Take it. Some of the stars, those are celebrities, they are also contributing. It doesn't mean they are also as a part of this thing. They are contributing. They are donating the things. All this, but there is a no norms as such. Say, okay, your income will be this much. Your taxation is this much money. You have to spend for the charity, and tax rebate or taxation can be reduced. Right? That norms are there. If it is a donate something, if you show the tax slip of this thing, it will be revised. There are no taxes there. So all this money are utilized for this social development purposes. But now government has, this is one of the things. Now government is more stringent. Now they are thinking that percentage amount should be increased because a lot of infrastructure is going on in our country. If the rich people are not contributing more, then it will be a problem. So some system should be there. The way they can contribute more forcibly, some norm should be there. Then automatically they have to pay it. You can earn, no problem. There is no problem. You can earn as per your hard work. Nobody can question about it. But this much amount, this much percentage of amount, you have to contribute for social development purposes. Because as such, we are poor countries. We are just developing. We are not a developed countries. Other countries, they have a different things. When I was in Finland, I have seen that everybody $500 are getting, even though you are not unemployment, you are not getting this jobs. Still, you are getting the $500. Now I think it has increased. Maybe $1,000 they are getting. Even in the old, if you are old, maybe you are not throughout the life you have not job anywhere. Still, you are getting the pensions. So everybody, all the employees are getting the pensions. They're happy. So they're the nationals. Nobody is unhappy. They're not think about the food or stay. They don't bother about it. Here actually now we are struggling a lot. So that's why the CSR systems are the one of the objectives is there, so that poor can be at least upgraded some of the levels. Still, the things are going on. So objectives of the CSRs are like this. Social development can be possible through the CSR programs. Schooling, education is another aspect. So a lot of companies are also focus on these things. Anyway, I think now I just open the forum for you people to discuss any questions. I think that is the way I'm just cover up all this in a very short period of time. Within 2 days, there are 4 blocks completed, and still a lot of doubts are there. I agree. But tomorrow again, then another course we have to start it. Then that coming 1 week, you will be all are busy to listening a lot of things, and then after that to go through the study materials and prepare for the exam. I know, I appreciate there's a lot of stress in your mind, and all are new subjects almost. You are listening a lot of new words maybe. To retain in your mind is also difficult to practice it, to discuss. And as far as my concern, I know during the management study, discussion is very much required. Discussion, without discussions and good discussion. Vijay Lakshmi, tell me.
Sir, do we get the questions that we got in assignment?
Assignment questions.
Like in July 23 session, we have some assignment questions, no? So will
Yeah.
it be repeated in the DE?
I chances. As I told now in the first sessions, there will be chances there. Even not only chances, it will be there. You just see compare the last 4-5 years question papers.
Okay.
Everywhere. And I will always suggest to the students last 10 to 15 years. I think my study relationship with the IGNOU almost around 15 to 20. And now 2005 I started first my teaching in the university in the IGNOU. 2005, now almost 18 years completed. So every time my analysis of these and the pattern of the things, assignment questions and the last 5 year questions. That's all. Assignment questions. If it is possible, the previous year assignment also, if you collect it, you can available on the site. That also take it. 2 assignment questions, previous and current, and 5 years questions you download. The 5 years question MMPC will not get it. So you download some of the MS1 question papers because it is now revised little bit MS1 and some of the chapters are here. And actually, I can tell you what is the behind it. MS1 earlier it was MS1 and MS21. So MS1, MS21 now clubbed. When chapters are clubbed and make a some MMPC-001. Because there is some social system organization part is there. Here is also some social system, social process basically there. So some of the units are there. That way there's mix now prepared for the presenting the keeping on view of the present scenario that courses are prepared. So that's why I'm telling you, you can download MS1 and MS21 question papers and your assignment at previous 2-3 MMPC-001. That's enough. If you go through this, I 100% assure that question will be from there on.
Thank you, sir.
Dikshit, I think want to say, Abhinandan?
Sir, yes, sir. I've got two questions, sir. Sir,
me.
first of all, sir, where can we get this 5 year last previous question papers of MMP C001? And sir, my second question is, sir, the subject is quite the subject is very subjective. That there is no like nothing like quant and other subjects where the mathematical equations are there. So
Right.
so basically, it's very subjective. So is there any particular keywords we have to remember, or it's like subjectively, sir? Actually, I've got very less time. I just joined like 15 days back, and although I have filled for all the examination forms, but I really find it very difficult to go through all the the books, all the e-books, and prepare for the exam. So how the copy is gonna check, and is that from our understanding experience we can write the answers?
Okay, I think it is a common anxiety for everybody. What you are questioning, it is what everybody in mind is going on.
Yes.
As I said yesterday, also I've discussed, I think, how to prepare the things. Yesterday, Arindam, I think yesterday you have attended my class.
No, sir, I'm not attended, sir. This is my first day, sir. I'm a soldier, sir. I'm at
Okay,
Myanmar border right now. It's very
okay,
difficult for me to.
okay, no problem, no problem. So actually, okay, I'm just repeating the yesterday also I've said the things. That's why I'm surprised because yesterday also they already discussed about these things. Um, Basically, you see, IGNOU question patterns are very easy. I can say. Maybe the course materials, when you go through the course materials, maybe you will be surprised. There are so many things are there. It is given because of the learning. Because if you have a time, you can go through these, particularly in one books, that 4 or 5 blocks. It is consisting from uh, 10 to 15 good quality books they have collected. You see the preparation board of preparation, those who are involved in this preparing these course materials, all are well and pioneers in this field. It's collected. I mean, the IIT professors are also involved in these things. So it is basically considering those who are in the working conditions, they are in the remote areas. How there is no library system, there are no books, where they will get all these materials. So that is prepared by the based on this, keeping in mind of these things. So this material is sufficient. If you just as a novel, you go through this. I'm requesting you basically the induction, any unit, you see the induction part and summary. In induction and summary. Induction, every quickly you just read it out. Just like as a novel you got it. Whatever the things you have done, you try to remain in the memorize. You try to memorize little bit. At least because there is no calculation, no mathematics. I hope if you are minutely, consistently, or focused way, if you read it, definitely it will be in your stay in your mind. And you try to point out some of the points, you highlight some of the things. Actually, I highlighted already given. The PDB is already given. Today also I have to give what I think I have. That is also highlighted. So you just, what are the materials I'm giving? You just read out all these things once. And apart from this, all the units, introduction and summary. Don't go in details in the insights, otherwise you'll be confused. So then after that, if you have a time, your time is permitting, how fast you are reading, that is your quality or your speed. Then you further, you can go through this little bit, some of the further you will resolve this. Apart, then in addition to that, you just download the, whatever the MMPC 5 years question, you cannot get it because it has started from 2020 itself, that it is revised. All the management courses has been revised. So from 2020 onward, you will get question paper. Maybe 1 or 2 years you can get it. What about the things you just downloaded? Apart and then you can MS1 and MS21 previous systems of management. There also you can download. Maybe suppose for 2019 and 2020 or 2018, 1 or 2 questions you can download it. Everything are available in the new portals. If you go in the student zones, enter your you think not I mean it is a domain. I mean you not to enter your enrollment number also. Simply you can website and there are student zones. You can down then the left hand side you can see the all question papers. You can click it and it will come out. There are so many things are there. And MBA, you can see the new MBA. There in the bottom you can go little bit scroll your things and you can get it. And there you can click it. Then you can get the question paper, MMPC-001, MMPC-002, everything are there. Then you click and you can download in your computer. And when you feel free, you can take a printout also. Similarly, you can see the MS1, MS21, previous year's question papers also there. You can download it. Otherwise, if you want to, can I show something where it is available?
Sir, you have, as you are told, that it's available in student zone in Nignu website, sir. I think I'll search it out, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Your words are very assuring, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So if I'm not getting, you can give a WhatsApp me. And everybody have downloaded, I think. That's not a very big thing. Then assignment questions. So assignment questions, downloaded question papers, what the materials, EU materials. If you go, need not to go to other books. No, it's required. It's just simply introduction summary. That is sufficient for the exams, at least. Or there are 7 papers. Another way I'm saying, don't take it in a negative way because there are 7 papers. If you fill the total 7 papers in the December, it may not be possible. At least you can attempt for 3 papers, target for 3 papers. 3 courses you can take it, 1, 2, and 3 in that way, or 1, 2. It's just see where you're comfortable first. First of all things, you downloaded all the question papers and you see go through this. Maybe you will be definitely will be available. Okay, MS1 is okay, no problem. MS2 is also okay. Then you can take whichever the paper. So at least you target 3 papers. You try to finish it up as early as possible. When you feel confident, then you take another paper. Suppose it is slipped somehow. In December, I think we're not able to complete all the 7 papers. Don't worry. Then balance courses you can. In the June 2024, you can along with the second semester this paper also you can be this one is flexible. Not in the mark sheet, no returns. How many times you have done. MBA, simply MBA will come. So you don't worry. Back paper, A paper, no, nothing. Simply. So different you can parallel. If you in the second semester, if you take 7 plus 2 or 3, then good, no problem. Dikshit, what do you want to say? I was the group. Okay. Somebody give it some link so that Dikshit can also join. It is in the chat box. It is given already. So this way, I think you can proceed. This is the only tips I can give right now. And all the So, by the way, you can see the question pattern also, and you can prepare accordingly. Actually, right now, no other inputs I have. If I have a get more inputs regarding the exam papers, definitely I will post in the WhatsApp group. No problem. From the exam point of view, or if I feel something, so that for the benefit of the students, definitely I will post in the things. So far, I am not getting any inputs. So what I am saying, it is my assumptions I am saying you. I also feel, I don't know, that is like very short times how to complete. There are so many papers, so many blocks. So don't worry about it. I think if you take one by one, and definitely next week we'll feel, after listening all the counseling sessions, maybe we'll be at least 20-30% will be confident enough of what I feel. Another thing I forgot to tell you that COE Life, there is one YouTube channel is there, IGNO. That is a YouTube COE Life. COE Life. This is also conducted by your COE IGNO. So they are computer-based things, online programs. There lot of videos are there. You can get it MMPC 002 around 5 total 1 hour video, lecture video. You can get it, and you can observe. You can see, listen the things. Tomorrow, what all I show, I will present the same thing. Same thing is available in the YouTube also. MMPC, it will be written the MMPC 002, MMPC block 1, block 2, block 3. So whatever the things, all the videos are already uploaded in the site COE. There also you can listen the videos. Okay, I think any other questions?
So you said you shared some books yesterday. Actually, we couldn't attend the call yesterday. Can you please reshare with us?
I think that simply the name of books is Human Resource Management. Human Resource Management. It is visible or not? Human Resource Management. And writer is your VSP Rao. VSP Rao. It is visible or no? VSP Rao, Human Resource Management. I am following. It is very simple and something. There are a lot of books in the market. So it's for the competitive purposes. You can also maybe get it in the website also. The e-books, I mean, electronics books also can be available. There are a lot of other books also there. But it's in a short period. Things. Acha, I have taken the photographs or not? Screenshot I have taken.
No, sir.
No, sir.
I joined late, but since I joined, you haven't.
Oh, I think second half I have not taken. Na? Please open the camera. Come quickly. Dilip, Dipali, okay. Satish, are you here?
Sure, sir.
Okay. Okay. Where's the Samriddhi? Okay, anyway, no problem. Maybe he's busy with some other work. Let's. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh, Dr. Nilam Joshi जी, डॉक्टर नीलम जोशी, अरे आपका तो फोटो लिया नहीं है मैंने.
Good evening, sir.
गुड इवनिंग। क्योंकि आपका फोटोग्राफ्स और एक बार ले लेते हैं और शॉट्स।
Yes, sir.
और एक ले लेते हैं सो दैट व्हिच वन द बेटर आई कैन पुट इट। और एक बार ले लेते हैं। आ जाइए और एक बार आ जाइए सब।
Yes, sir.
चेक दीजिए ओके। आई थिंक सब आ गया होगा। ओके थैंक यू।
Okay, ji, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, now I
Thank you,
have
sir.
taken both the photos. It is actually for the recording purposes because I have to put in the so that you have attended. Anyhow, the attendance is already by default. It is generated because your name list is there. Yesterday I have seen it's automatically generated by the it is already in the mail it is there. It is not a mandatory, but because attendance is not a mandatory, but it is good. At least you are present in the second semester and third semester. It will be easy to identify who is who like this. So this is the way I think now I can wind up the classes. If any conclusions speech, if anybody want to say something today's sessions, how it is there, if any it is effective or not, or useful or not, and what the way you can proceed, anybody can voluntarily can say something. And what is your expectation for the tomorrow? That also, then I can prepare in that way. Who can say?
Hello, sir. Yeah, I'll go first. It's been the last 2 days has been quite informative for me. Actually, first of all, like thanks for giving us that the holistic view of how to proceed and for how to study. Because I was going from start to end, and I was also thinking that how will I complete the entire uh, modules, and since the exam days are also nearing. Now, with that tip of advice, it is quite helpful. And today morning, I tried with that, and it is also I can grasp a lot with that approach. Coming to the, I have a small feedback. Like I don't know, like the last blog, I could absorb more information because it was you were giving the entire overview of the blog first, and then we were discussing on the points. So that way, I was able to connect rather than going each point every time. In like for an example, in the blog three. So my suggestion would be like if that's I don't know about others like in the for the upcoming sessions if you can give us the overview first and we discuss the points that would be super helpful. I don't know others can add on. Yeah, overall like it was really helpful. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Vishwajit. I think your feedback is very important for me, and so that accordingly I can also modify, rectify, and the future times I can take care of all these things. So thank you. Any others?
Yeah.
Dr. Nilama Joshi ji? Dr. Joshi?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In the WhatsApp group, I have seen you are the doctor, but
Yes,
here
sir. I'm a
actually is
dentist.
not. Very good.
Yes, sir. Yes, I'm a dentist, sir.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
So
Although
how
I've
is
done,
this?
sir, actually, understanding is not so tough for me because I've done a certificate course in hospital management also from NIHFW New Delhi. But
Yes.
in this, I'm in the two subjects there are some mathematical things are there, some statistics. Although since I'm a dentist, so I know the statistics and sampling method. They are always familiar to me. But still, some formulas and equations are. I'm facing some
That's
problems.
quite frightening.
Yeah.
I think I agree. That is, I think, MS. That is MS.
I guess it
MS
is
005.
004, I guess.
No, it's not the 4. It's only 5. I think
Quality,
so. Maybe.
quality man. Yes, sir. 5.
It's semester 5. There's a quantitative analysis for management
Yes, sir.
activity.
Exactly. Yes, sir.
Quantitative is
I think that paper taken by the another some Akhilesh Saxena. I think maybe she will take it. He will take it
Okay.
the
Okay.
class. So anyhow, if any doubts or something,
Yes,
you
sir.
can ask me also. Earlier also I have taken that class a long back.
Okay, sir.
So that's not very problem. A lot of basic things are there. So anyway, you just try to listen the sessions when it will come, and
Yes,
after
sir.
that, if you feel some more assistance, definitely you just through this WhatsApp you can contact with me,
Sure,
and
sir.
I will definitely give you some of the more inputs. Uh,
Thank you, sir.
for the thing.
Thank you so much.
Although it is not my subject, then I can have a idea because being a engineering background, and that paper is very easy for me actually. I have
Oh,
also taught the basic things. All the statistics are very basic things, so
yes, sir.
no
In some
problem.
questions, they are showing the how to make
Mm.
the sets, which I studied maths till 12th standard, so I'm
Mm.
understanding those sets wale kuch formula. I don't know कहाँ
Mm.
कहाँ से कहाँ आ गया. everything is there in that unit. All
Okay, fine,
mathematics of 12th is there.
good.
Yes, sir.
So I think maybe if it is not any question or something, then I can with a thanks, then I can
Yes, sir. Thank you
close
so much, sir.
my
Thank you very
sessions,
much, sir.
and thank you. Tomorrow again we can meet at the same time. So try to come in time because after that, if somebody is entering, then it will be a problem for me to handling the things. So
sir.
I'll
What time shall we come in, sir?
4. I think that schedule is there, na? Anyway, the
Yeah, sir.
WhatsApp
So,
schedule is
one
there.
issue, sir. The counseling schedule has been being delivered to us too late. Actually, just a day before the dates of the
No.
counseling.
Okay, no problem. The
Only
balance classes you can attend in time. Now you
yes,
have,
I.
na? Now
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have a
Thank you very much, sir.
no problem.
Sir, as the timings, the schedule has been given, sir. So it's 4
Mm.
p.m. to 6
Mm.
p.m. and 6:15 p.m. to 8:15 p.m., sir.
Correct, correct,
And
correct, correct,
I think
correct.
there's a there are two sessions. So these are blockwise, sir, or that is a repetition of the.
No, it is a block wise only. First session, 2 blocks, and second session, another 2 blocks. So that is the way the course has to be. Today now MMPC 001 now completed. Tomorrow MMPC 002 will start.
And
First two blocks
sir, where can I get that recording of the MPP
in
C001,
the
sir?
LMS,
Because I
in the LMS portal you can get it. Everything.
Yeah, we even got a mail. Actually, the recordings. We even received a mail. I received a mail in the afternoon time.
In the mail also. In the mail also. Correct, correct.
Yeah.
right,
No
sir. Thank you
problem.
so much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
So
So, okay.
anyone can help me. My LMS is not allowing my to reset my password.
I don't know. That video may not be possible to mail. I don't know. It will be 1 hour, 2 hour mail, a video. I don't know that Gmail is allowing or not. So I don't know how
Kindly
can.
Sir,
recheck your credentials. Recheck your
my
credentials
problem
and
is
Mhm.
I got the user ID and password, but it is not working on the LMC portal.
Okay.
So
That
can anyone guide me to
you
reset those passwords?
you try to reset your LMS portal as early as possible by the contact with the COE. You can write a mail to COE. They can retrieve your LMS portal. They can only
Oh,
do it.
okay, sir.
So okay, now I'm stop the recording, so that time is almost over. So I can now